Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys, boys and girls, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back, Inspirational Minutes with David. Hey, listen, can't find my pointer. I got my scissors though, because we're going to talk about this little instrument right here, the scissors. We're going to talk about the scissors today. Gonna get some vision today. Help you see. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. So you know when we're on. You know when we're on. Hit the bell notification. Also hit the like button. Helps the channel to grow. Inspirational Minutes with David. Thank you again. I'm getting prepared. I got a lot on my mind. I always say that. I always have a lot on my mind doing. So, hey, let's get with the medicine today. I'm not talking about this medicine. Let's get with the right medicine. You know, the evolving type of, where you go through an evolution, because that's a new wave revolution. The evolution of the soul, of the mind. Let's talk about evolving. Our talk today, you know, since we talking about scissors today, cut my hair every day, Inspirational Minutes with David. Today, it is, listen, Inspirational Minutes with David today. Hit the subscribe button once again. Hit the bell notifications and hit the like button. Helps the channel to grow. Inspirational Minutes with David today. Our title is properly titled The Scissors. The dirt off my shoulders. And the cutoff. The scissors and the cutoff. So I'm gonna help your vision today. Gonna help you see a little bit clearer. I jumped off the subject for a little while, a few weeks, but I'm forced to get back on the subject. The scissors and the cutoff. Now, let's be honest. Let's be real. If you offer me a pair of scissors, right? Let's talk. If you offer me a pair of scissors, but the scissors couldn't cut the paper. I mean, you offer me some scissors, and the scissors it couldn't cut the paper. So I'd rather decline the scissors. I mean, it's my right. The scissors didn't work. I'd rather decline the scissors. Not because I'm anti-scissors, but because I'm not interested in things. I'm surely not interested in things that do not work or do what they're supposed to do. Now, with that being said, in this opening statement of our Inspirational Minutes with David, entitled The Scissors, the Cutoff, apply this adage to whatever else you see fit right now. The scissors, the cutoff. And if using the scissors cause an inherited risk, the scissors, it caused an inherited risk, and that the scissor maker couldn't be held liable for the inherited risk of the scissors. And what if I got hurt? If I got hurt, I should have the choice to use another tool. Do you not agree, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, do you not? I should have a choice, right? To use another tool. to get the job done correctly. A tool that actually works and was safer to use. A tool that actually works and is safer and safe to use. The absolute and utter lack of logic. It never fails to astound me. People, they don't think logically anymore. And the absolute utter lack of knowledge, it never fails to astound me, to surprise me. I don't look for nothing, but I do see everything. Now, if you're wildly affected, it's so wildly effective, why would it matter what anyone else did? If it's so effective, why does it matter what anyone else did? It either works or it doesn't. Again, it either works or it doesn't. You either protect it or you're not. End of story. Now, if the scissors works, why do you care if others won't and don't get one? Why? And if it doesn't work, why? Why, I ask, why would you get one in the first place? I mean, the scissors, they're not working. Now let's say that you really want to buy a pair of scissors. I mean, you really want to buy one. I mean, they have bribed you with the donuts, the beers, they even bribe you with the joints. You get a puff. If you ain't coughing, you ain't smoking. They bribe you with the donuts, the beers, the joints, cash prizes, and gift cards. And also Super Bowls for you football fans. It's now football season. Super Bowls and college scholarships. If you buy a pair of scissors, we're offering you all that. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it be a great idea? Wouldn't it be awesome for you and yours? All these accolades and benefits and prizes and wouldn't that be awesome? However, the fly optician, however, don't want to get a pair because they're faulty as F. They're faulty. They're faulty. I mean, it didn't work. The scissors, they didn't work, and they're faulty as F. Are known to cause harm. And the people who made the scissors, have been convicted of corruption, fraud, and murder multiple times. The creator of the scissors, multiple times in the past. And unlike you, and unlike you with the scissors, who got the scissors, unlike you, I know when I'm being played. Your word game not that slick. I'm a wordologist too. I am also an emulating lexicon wizard with words, semantics. I peep game too. I see game with Stephen Wonder eyes, you dig? So I know when I'm being played. Okay? I take that very seriously. I know when I'm being played. I mean, plus, my own child was hurt. My own child was hurt using him when he was a baby. Scissors. It's time for the cutoff. Then you find out the hard way that your scissors don't actually cut any paper at all. And they've been stabbing you every time you use them. Faulty as F. And now you have to put a mask. You put a mask back on. Go into another lockdown. And endure a whole new, never-ending cycle, hamster on the wheel, a never-ending cycle and round of more stringent liabilities, liberties, and restrictions, which are liberties taken away. That's a human. I mean, is it my fault, fam? Is it my fault to fly Optician? Is it my fault that I didn't buy a pair of scissors? Is it my fault that I didn't buy a pair of scissors? I ask. Do your scissors only work if I have a pair too? If that's what we getting at? Do your scissors only work? It only works when I have a pair too. That's the only time the scissors will work? Or is it because you got bamboozled? You know, the banana in the tailpipe. Bamboozled, tricked, the shenanigans, the whoop-de-blam, as they say, the whoop-de-blam, bamboozled in the shit product you bought. The shit product that you bought into doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do. I am awakened more and more each day. Dear people, dear family, dear ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I mean, I get so passionate about this. For you to think, that was the last video, to think. Dear people who still don't quite get it. There's this thing that the Most High gave all of us. There's this thing that's so powerful. It sees what it wants to see if you feed it the right information. It's the best computer in the world. It's even better than the supercomputer because the supercomputer was made from the thoughts of this computer that we live with. There's this thing called a brain. Use it. Use it sometimes. Be a critical thinker. Use it. Okay? You see, the scissors, the cutoff, they can lead all our accounts to critical thinkers. They can delete them all. Shut us down on YouTube. There's a guy I follow on YouTube. He's a critical thinker. I saw one of his videos were removed. It violated the procedures. I'm risking and going with a fine line with this one. Crossing a fine line. But the truth has to be told. The information must be out. They can delete all our accounts and try to silence our voices. But the truth will always remain. See, when you hurl truth in falsehood, it knocks his brains out. Falsehood. Falsehood, ladies and gentlemen. Falsehood. Falsehood cannot stand against truth. It cannot stand against truth. It will crumble. You put a mustard seed of truth on Mount Rushmore. It will crumble that mountain unto powder. You've seen that before, right? It would detonate from the basement of the building. The mountain. And it will cascade down. The truth. Mustard seed. Very infinitesimal. And if you don't think that we got some big things coming ahead of us. I'm reading this book right now. It's called Night. It's about this guy was a Holocaust survivor. His name is let me look for it. His name is let me get it. I might be saying the wrong name. But it's called Night. And the book is something serious. It's by Elie Wiesel. Eliewiesel. The book is called Night. And when you start seeing small things, small rights taken away from us, when you begin to see they take away small liberties. Oh, they change the laws. They say, oh, they just changing the law. It's just a small law. It's just a small little, a thing uneasiness that we had to go through. And they start taking a little bit at a time. As we say when we play domino, nick them, but don't kill them. Don't kill them until the end. Bolts and screws, do you feel me? They come into a totalitarian part of our world, where everything you would have to have the passports, the V passports. And if you don't think this will happen, I talked about this almost a year ago, where you live. You don't think this is going to happen where we live. You haven't been paying attention at all. Or your ego. Your ego, we talk about that a lot too. Your ego. Delusions, cognitive dissonance, cognitive dissonance, arrogance, naivety, being naive, or brainwashing, drinking the Kool-Aid, all of it is overriding your logical thinking. Scan your passport QR code, or you don't get into being in society. You don't pass go. You don't get to work. You don't get to drive. You don't get to shop. You don't get to travel. You don't get to do nothing. It's coming. The scissors. The cutoff. What's going to be your cutoff? Will it be your cutoff then? You see, we'll reach critical mass, family. We'll reach a critical stage underneath the illusion that everything is all right. But behind the scenes, they're working overtime to take away our freedoms. We're literally at the end game. Very soon, you don't believe me? Do your research. Very soon. Just like all of us crazy conspiracy theorists, all of us crazy conspiracy theorists have been warning you for over a year, almost 2 years. You won't be able to work. I talked about that in December. Travel. Check out my video. I said the decisions of the jigsaw puzzle of your life. What decision will you make? The piece of the puzzle. It's the video I did back in December. Right before the year was up. You won't be able to work, travel, or participate in society in any facet unless you submit to the beast. Unless you submit to the beast. It's real. It's real. It's abundantly clear that the masses, are going to stand up anytime soon. They don't drink the Kool-Aid. They have drank the Kool-Aid. And here's the deal. They haven't stood up now. They probably will never ever stand up. They will never stand up, if at all. This means it's time for those who do overstand, who do understand the gravity of what's going on and what's coming, to take measures into our own hands. The ones who overstand and understand what is happening right before our eyes. Right before our eyes. We can see. We can see. It's time to take measures into our own hands. Does that mean we don't fight? Of course not. But we have to be realistic and adapt to our current circumstances of right now. The mass is simply going to be awakened. It's simply not going to wake up to what's going on, let alone rise up and make a change, to evolve, mobilize, or even organize. So, for the time being, the resistance has to look a little bit different. You have to be smart. You have to be able to infiltrate into the system. They do it. You have to think critically. You have to think logically. You have to be smart. So for the time being, the resistance has to look different. We aren't going to stop this freight train, because it's coming. It's bearing down on us all at one time. Fast. 2,000 miles an hour. So we can either pretend this is all just going to just go away as the Great Reset continues to progress at lightning speed, or we can adjust and commit to a life that will require drastic changes. But is that our best chance? But what is our best chance in weathering this storm? If you're looking for a false hope, or you're looking for me to sugarcoat the news, if you're looking for me to sugarcoat it, tell you what you want to hear, this is the YouTube channel for you. Get the F off my page. I'm not sugarcoating anything. You're going to evolve with me. You're going to study and peruse and find self with me. If you're on this channel, Inspirational Minutes with David, you will evolve. You will evolve with me. See, what we're about to endure is not going to be easy, family. The truth is that hard decisions and hard times lay ahead of us. So now what, you ask? Now what, David? Wait and hope for things to magically turn around? Sit back and hope someone's coming to save you? Huh? If that's your plan, I wish you the best. But I believe it's time to be the resistant. Resistant, let me break it down to you. It's forming communities. Resistant is growing food, your own food, not the GMOs. Resistant is being self-sufficient. Resistant is not being relying on a system in any way. Resistant is returning to the land. Resistant is being a critical thinker, a logical critical thinker. Resistant is to begin to unlearn what you have learned. Resistant is to decode the lies and bring out the truth about self. Search her story, his story. Evolve. All the things they internally and intentionally and systematically drove us away from. You see, we can't survive what's coming by continuing to live the way we have. Their way of life is what got us into this mess in the first place. We can't beat the system by continuing to participate in the system. Wait, hold up. We cannot, my pointer, we cannot beat the system We cannot beat the system by continuing to participate in the system. We won't win if we continue to play their game. If we don't want to be a part of this new world, they're absolutely, unequivocally creating, we must and we have to create our own. You see, it starts right here. It starts with logically, critically thinking. It starts with questioning your why. You don't have to believe me. Research. Research it. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear. Research. If you made it this far in our inspirational talks with David, if you got a haircut today, did you buy the right scissors today for the cutoff? Because some people, things, ways, attitudes need to be cut off. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. Hit it. Hit the like button. Helps our channel to grow. Thank you in advance. I love me because I love you. And if and when you begin to love you, you will in return. You will in return love me. I love you. I love you in truth. My name is David. On the fly. First, love yourself. Optician. I am. Let's evolve. Let's cut some things off. Okay? The scissors. The cutoff. And the cutoff is going to be huge. The cutoff is going to change your whole effing life. I love you in truth. Peace.